Railway Service? I
Yes.
spoke to you a wee while ago.
Yep.
Okay, well, look, just to let you know that our solicitors have indicated that there is a court sitting in Lisburn tomorrow morning. Do you
Yep.
know where the court is in Lisburn?
Not really. I'll try and find it.
Okay, it's in Railway Street. So if you know where the railway station is, it's just right next door to it.
What time is that at?
That will be, the court usually sits from about 10:30 in the morning. So we're not sure exactly what time this would be heard, but you probably would need to be there from 10 or 10:30.
10 or 10:30. And then it just because my head's a bit spinning out with things.
Okay.
Your intentions is for the take a. Is that it's not a long term thing you're trying to take, is it?
No, this is this emergency protection order is only a short order. It only lasts for a number of days, maximum a week.
Right.
And then that gives us time to assess the children's situation, and that's really what our intention is,
See,
and to ensure the best outcome.
Can you
short
not-
term,
sorry.
very short term.
So I know you have obviously you have a job to do, and you have children's best interests at heart throughout, and you only get filtered different bits of information. With my intentions is always to for my children's health, well-being, and safety, and things go astray to do with or whatever. Now, what I was coming in there to defend myself on a short-term interim period of what you're doing. My interest is having the kids in my life every day of the week, every night, and so on. Now, for whatever reasons, I'm not getting into it all, but if you can indicate, and which I know you might not want to, what the intention of the threats is, then I can try and get materials to resolve this thing as amicable and as soon as possible. I can assure you, if there's anything within me or anything else, I'd be the first person to say this is what's going on, and use in fairness to whatever Lindsay's been told from the start of this situation. If you're only getting snippets of information and you're coming over for whatever reasons and doing whatever, and whoever's involved, there's other stuff that's been done in the past me and things that which if I don't have the right tools to come in and show you why we've ended up where we are in order to resolve it. My fear has always been the others. My biggest fear was the other morning, and I was right. Kitty was coming straight off the boat, and she would have had the children, and then would have been nipped back across, and that was it. And the stuff that I dealt with the caseworkers with Kim Lloyd and that, we discussed all this with Kim Lloyd, and we went through all those procedures, and we carried out all those acts, and we found ourselves back in the same position again. And I understand that you're dealing with a lot of stuff within Northern Ireland. I come from here, and you're dealing with on a bigger spectrum, and so you have to take things the way they are. But there's reasons to why we end up where we've ended up, and we've discussed all them with Lindsay in the past. There's games that gets played, and there's been major games like you say, like alleged threats. If someone would sit down with me in the light of day, I can put all that stuff across. I know it's going into courts, but if it's coming back and forward in courts in snippets of stuff, he says, she says, and trying to point fingers and do stuff that's untoward to put these children back into the care of other people. Now, I know a lot of these people are vetted and all the rest of it, but at the end of the day, throughout the world, we've seen what the sort of things that happens to kids, and that's my interest. My interest in my children's.
Mr. Kennedy, at the minute we're dealing with an emergency situation, okay? So it's not one that we have fully assessed. We have attempted to make an assessment, but neither yourself nor the children's mother have cooperated with that assessment, okay? So we now need to make an assessment of the children's situation, and our view at this point in time is that the children need to be removed from the care of both parents to allow us to do that. We have immediate concerns for their safety, which is why the police have acted in terms of a police protection order, and why our intention is an emergency protection order. But all of the information will be shared with you in court tomorrow that will set out basically what the trust concerns are, and then you will have the opportunity to address those to the court.
Right. Can I get you then names brought forward for places where they're people who are familiar to them, people who me and Kitty both trust and who have bothered with, for you to try and house them with them in the present meantime?
What I would suggest you do, if you have people who are willing to be assessed, they would have to be assessed by social services, who are willing to be assessed to care for the children, then if you could bring that information with you tomorrow, then we will follow that up. Absolutely, we will do that. But we would need to be absolutely certain that neither yourself nor the mum would interfere with those places if we set them up. But we will agree all undertakings in respect of all of that, but we will want to do that from the court tomorrow. Now, you need to be there at the court, and you represent yourself, or a solicitor can represent you, but the court will make the decision basically as to whether or not they give the trust the emergency protection order that we're looking for.
Right.
But at the minute we're dealing with this on an emergency basis.
Right. Okay. All right.
Okay.
No problem. So half 10.
10 or 10:30 tomorrow morning, Lisburn Family Proceedings Court, and it's in Railway Street, beside the railway station.
10, half 10.
Okay.
Okay, Joe. All right. Thank you. All right.
Thank
bye-bye.
you very much. All
Bye.
the best, Mr.
Bye.
Kennedy. Bye.
Bye.